Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over everything that I think Greenville should add to their game and why. But yeah, that's going to bring me to my first point right here. Okay, so the first thing that I actually think Greenville should add to their game is more car customization. So if I'm not mistaken, this is actually supposed to be coming in early May, most likely, from what the roadmap says. But yeah, that's not confirmed. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be coming early May. But I just wanted to talk about this. I think that, and it's not just Greenville, a lot of other car games also, I think they should, add more realism aspects to car customization, such as weight reduction. Like Southwest Florida has that, but to an even more realistic extent, such as maybe carbon pieces on your car. Like I could buy a carbon diffuser or a carbon trunk, and it would actually show and give me weight reduction, right? That's just some really cool customization that I think it would spice up the game a lot and make it so that you can make super cool builds, right? Just like as an example, I could put a carbon hood on this car, right? And then it would give me some weight reduction, and maybe it would make me a little bit faster because I have less weight. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of stuff like that. And also maybe even if they can make it so you could tune your car, that's a little bit more advanced. But so you could actually go and tune your car, maybe you could give it a burble tune, a dyno, just like a normal dyno tune for your car. Maybe not all cars have available tunes, right? But I think that would just be another amazing aspect of vehicle customization that they could add. And yeah, I also think that if they added, just say as an example, you could add a turbo to your car. That's most likely coming in this new parts upgrade, but if you could just upgrade different parts of your engine, I think that would be very cool, and it would just bring a great aspect to the game. I think if we had burble tunes and stuff like that, it would just be crazy. I also think they should add more horsepower aspect to the game. So I'm guessing with this new parts update that's supposed to be releasing in early May, it'll come with you could, when you upgrade your car, it'll give you more horsepower and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just what I'm trying to point out, that if you do upgrade your car, maybe it'll give you more horsepower and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it would be amazing if Greenville did add that. One more thing that I would actually love to add about the car customization is if we could add exhausts to our car and upgrades like that. Like if we could add exhausts, and I feel like that would be really cool. Like adding an exhaust to my base Model 2 series, I think it would just be so cool. Okay, so this actually brings me on to my next point of what I would love for Greenville to add. So yeah, the next thing that I was gonna talk about that I think Greenville should 100% add is car interiors. car interiors would be incredible. Absolutely incredible, right? I think it would just bring a way cooler roleplay experience to the game, and just a better gaming experience in general. But yeah, I think it would look absolutely insane. If I'm not mistaken, I think some cars have interior, but if they could maybe give all cars interior, I know it would be hard, but I mean, even over time, they could do one car here and there. I think it would just be a great thing for them to actually, do and focus on. It doesn't have to be any, CKRP or Ridgewood, Wisconsin type of interiors, but maybe just like a simple interior, I think would be very, very, very nice. Okay, and that actually brings me to my third and second last point. This is something that I think would be insane if Greenville did add, and it is actually a highway. Again, if I'm not mistaken, this was planned on the Greenville roadmap, but I think if they did add a highway, I think it would just be so cool, and again, bring so much more roleplay opportunity to the game. Even though Greenville is already one of my favorite roleplay games, and in my opinion one of the best roleplay games right now, I think a highway would just bring it to the next level, and I think some crazy, maybe even like highway only role plays would be absolutely crazy and super fun. But yeah, I think a highway would be a great thing to add. Okay, this brings me to my fourth and final point: car sounds. Car sounds. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to hate on Greenville car sounds or anything like that. I just think that on some cars they could be a little bit better. Like that this truck right now, this truck sounds actually really good. And some other cars, like maybe this base model Charger, like they don't sound too bad, but they're also not too good. Like that doesn't sound the best, but like I feel like it's not bad. But I just think that if they did add better car sounds, I just think that would put this game like really, really, really over the top, and one of the best roleplay games right now on Roblox. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and peace out. See you guys in the next one.